Welcome back, everybody. This is the Suburban Sentinel. In this series entitled The Big Shift, we are exploring potential social, economic, and political changes our civilization is likely to face in the near future. And in the last few videos, we've been discussing economics, business, and finance. No discussion of that is complete without talking about the subject of money. Now, money is kind of a funny thing. It's a man-made object. We fight over it, we kill for it, we die for it, we worry about it, we write little ditties and pearls of wisdom about money, and yet this is just another man-made inanimate object. So how do we get so hung up on money? Well, let's begin at the beginning. Before the invention of money, we essentially had a barter economy. Say, for example, I, being an ancient person, had an abundance of cloth suitable for making clothing and other items. And you were a farmer who had plenty of wonderful olives. And if you needed cloth and I needed olives, trade and therefore commerce was pretty straightforward. I gave you some cloth, you gave me some olives, everybody was happy. But take the situation where I wanted some of your wonderful olives, but you needed baskets. In order for me to get some of your olives, I would have to go and find a basket maker who needed cloth. And this was a very inefficient way of running an economy. The solution was to come up with something that had a universally recognized value that could facilitate trade for everybody. And that solution we call money. Now, a lot of different things have been used as money throughout the years. Ancient cultures used cows. We have used seashells, gold, salt, all sorts of different items. Because money in its early forms had an inherent value, we had to protect our money from being stolen or lost. So, ancient merchants would give their money to individuals and institutions to protect. And this was the earliest form of banking. A little later on, the banks would loan out monies they had received to other people, therefore making a new service, which was the use of money, other people's money. So the banking or finance institutions became one step removed from actual commerce in the trade of goods and services. As society progressed, money became a business unto itself. We developed systems by which people could take their money and invest it in businesses that made tangible goods and tangible services. Later, we developed ways of speculating. In essence, we would bet money on the performance of certain markets. Over time, the variety of things we could invest in or speculate on increased. In modern economies today, not only do investors bet on individual good and service providers and on markets, institutional investors bet on how other people bet. Essentially, we're one step further removed from the actual economy where goods and services are exchanged. And that type of betting on other bets is what is generally known as derivatives trading, which got us in such big trouble in 2008. Today, the derivatives or highly speculative market dwarfs the size of the real economy. And that's something that we should all be prepared for, because if the market for derivatives blows up, it could easily sink the real economy, because the sheer size and scope of the bets is estimated to be 10 times the size of the real economy. It's a very worrisome situation that has only gotten worse since the 2008 financial collapse. Rather than money serving us, we as a society have become a slave to money, which is absurd because we created the concept of money. To illustrate how ridiculous this is, take any other man-made inanimate object and substitute it in your favorite saying about money. Let's say, for example, this coffee cup. Well, a fool and his coffee cup are soon parted. Or coffee cups don't grow on trees, young man. Or the love of coffee cups is the root of all evil. It's crazy, and it doesn't have to be this way. We should be controlling our money, not the other way around. So why is all this talk about money important? Well, in my opinion, we are going to have some big changes in our society, at least on the horizon. And I believe that money can and should be drawn back to what it was originally designed for, to facilitate real trade. We have to stop demonizing and deifying money. It's unhealthy for our society, and I believe this is one of the changes we need to be prepared for. So it helps to have a fundamental understanding of where we are, how we got here, and what we can do to stop making the same mistakes. So that's all I have to say about money for the moment. Thanks for watching. This is the Suburban Sentinel. Please thumbs up and subscribe if you like what you see. Questions and enlightening comments are always welcome. Peace, everybody.